Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Lee Van Dam here, and I'm going to talk about our guest of honor for the anniversary, King Mog. Now, King Mog may be a little upset because we just spent a long time insulting him, and so he is ready to put us in the dirt, and if you're not careful, he's going to be really successful at it. Good thing is that there's a few tips for you that I have come across and I have learned over the times he has beat me up in order to successfully navigate what turns out to be a really easy fight. Now, King Mog is a really traditional raid boss in the sense of what a lot of people from MMOs are coming from, and so I'm going to break these down and wanted to make sure that you saw what all of my units were wearing and what their abilities were before the fight starts. I've listened to you. I'm going to try to make sure to include this every single time because I appreciate your feedback, but here we go. So, first round, King Mog is going to try to put you to sleep, poison you, or blind you, and so just be sure to prepare your healers and the people who are going to be getting rid of your status effects, so that way you'll be able to get into the fight as quickly as possible. After that, everything's easy. You just make sure his stats are broken because he's vulnerable to all stats. You make sure that your stats are buffed and you've got all your elemental resistance going, and you're done. The fight itself will just last as long as it needs to last, but those tools will make sure that you survive everything that King Mog throws at you, and you'll win. Now, he's also vulnerable to blind, which can help you mitigate a whole lot of damage, especially if you don't have anyone that's provoking King Mog, because he does hit pretty hard, especially the casters. So be very mindful of that, because you don't want a surprise round to go bad and he, say like for my team, pop Dark Fiend in the face 6 times. It's not good at all. Now, some units to keep in mind for elemental resistances. We've got quite a few now that will allow you to cast resist all elements at the same time, and those are Marie, Rikku, Cloud of Darkness, and Tillith. Now, Sirius can also let you do it, but hers is based on a limit break, and so since it's not as readily accessible, I didn't include her on the list. You want to be sure you have a breaker, so Warrior of Light is a good breaker, especially now that he's 6-star. Lots of 5-star breakers will do as long as you give them enough hit points to survive the spells and physical attacks. And Dark Fiend is pretty good. You just got to make sure that you can break magic, because everything he does except for Fist of Anger is going to be magic damage. So be mindful of that. Make sure you can break magic, and that will allow you to live. Now, King Mog's going to cast every element except for Dark. So that's why you want to have resist all if at all possible, so that way you're not having to guess. Because before 50%, he's going to use Fire, Ice, or Lightning. And after 50%, he'll use Wind, Light, or Earth. And once you get closer to the end, around 30%, he'll start casting 2 elements in the same round. Really doesn't matter, because as long as you keep his stats broken and you keep yours buffed, you'll still be fine. Nothing to worry about. And that is the fight. So just be sure to plan around any of the missions you're trying to complete, so that way you can take care of business. And I look forward to hearing about your success. Let me know what you think about this fight in the comment section below. I think it's really cool that we've got a straight up raid battle with no hidden mechanics or nothing crazy to worry about. Just a regular tank and spank, which is fine by me. Perfectly fine by me. Well, I'm going to get back to using this fight to level Rikku and Warrior of Light. And so I appreciate you coming by. Be sure to throw me a like if you like what you heard. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because we take care of a ton of business on this channel, covering games, covering Brave Exvius, covering fighting games, and we like to share a lot of knowledge, and so it's really cool to hang out with all of you. So be sure to share this with your friends, let them know you're leveling up with Lee Van Dam. Until next time, you guys take care, God bless, and I'm going to let this fight play out. Hope you enjoy it.